That kind of ties it in. So, data security regulations have been around for decades, right, to provide guidance and best practices on how to protect a lot of sensitive data, like patient health records, financial information, so on and so forth. But we have been hearing a lot more about data privacy. And I think, Chris, that's what you were really starting to allude to, is consumers are starting to say, hey, data breaches, it's not just a security issue. This is now a privacy issue, right? And there's obviously been a growing number of national and local data privacy laws that have gone into effect, including the Colorado Privacy Act, which was just signed into law in July. David, you're a general data protection kind of a expert here for what's been going on in the EU, and I know you've kept your eye on a lot of what's been going on locally as well. Can you maybe help us better understand, what the differences and similarities are really between quote unquote data security and data privacy, and how data privacy maybe is impacting or needs to impact future product development initiatives?
Well, okay, so we'll do this at a couple levels. At the top level, the difference is basically it's legal, right? It's policy differences and so forth, because you're dealing with personal information when you're talking about privacy. So if you think about data security and data privacy at the top level, data security is for companies, data privacy is for individuals. So there's that distinction, and of course there's a different regulatory regime. But from a developer standpoint, because we're talking to a developer audience here, right? From a developer standpoint, in terms of a data-centric approach, it's all about controlling who has access to that data and what they can do with it when they have access to it, right? So at that point in time, at the policy level, companies, organizations, government organizations on one side, individuals on the other. At the operational level for a developer, there's no substantial difference, right? It's still about being able to control access to data and how that data is used. So they're essentially identical. Now they're use case driven, right? But it's all about being able to control just two simple things: access to data and what it can be used for once accessed. So from that standpoint, they're identical.